Mamadou,
Yes, sir.
you're one of the chief organizers of this conference.
Absolutely, that's
You know,
correct.
Lancaster Conferences, Friends of Africa. So tell us, what is your vision, your particular vision
For Africa.
for Africa, and why Lancaster Conferences has decided to organize this prestigious event?
Well, Lancaster Conferences, first of all, Lancaster Conferences actually decided to basically organize Friends of Africa because we actually saw some potential in the African countries, and we also know that, Africa needs lots of help. So basically what we need to do is actually trying to organize conferences like this to get people to come and basically talk about their experiences, and also to talk about what they have done in Africa and share their experiences with others. So that way we'll actually know that, Africa actually has lots of potential to basically attract investors in the Western countries to actually come to Africa and invest in Africa. Because as you know, some of the Westerns, they actually have a little bit of breakdown for Africans. So that's the reason why it was very much important for us to actually organize this kind of conference to basically make sure that people understand Africa, and also to know that Africa has a real potential.
I think one of the messages that came through the conference loud and clear is that you don't take Africa as just a big continent. You actually have to drill down to the individual 54 states.
Absolutely. That's
Where
correct.
are you from? And what would you like to do for your country?
Well, I'm from Senegal, as you know, and what I would like to do for Senegal is particular same events like this, because I know enough in Senegal, my home country, we do also have lots of potential, and basically, but it's just hard for us to basically get it on the table and get the right investors. So therefore, these kind of conferences or these kind of events may be very well appealing to the to the Senegalese government. So therefore, my intention for the future would probably be one of the representative Lancaster conferences in Senegal to basically attract more investors for my home country.
And have you got any more events like this planned for 2013?
Yeah, absolutely. We got plenty of events coming up in 2013, such as the West African Investment Summit, which will be held in Togo in 2013 from March 6 to March 7, 2013. And we also have the LC Africa Offshore, which is the oil and gas, that will be held from the 24th to the 26th of April 2013. And we also have the Nigerian Telecommunications Summit, which will be held in June 6 to 7, 2013, but in Nigeria. Because we had it in 2010, if I'm not mistaken, here in London, and it was very much successful. And then basically the Nigerian Communication Commission would like us to do it again in Nigeria in 2013. So that's why we're going to Lagos in 2013.
We still have a great audience walking through the auditorium today.
Absolutely.
It was a great event, and
thank you very much.
So very well attended. So congratulations.
Thank you very much
for doing that. Fola Kudahimbu, who is the chair of the African and Caribbean Chamber of Commerce and Enterprise. He was here earlier on, and he shared his message. He focused on the diaspora, and you are part of the diaspora.
Yep.
So what is, for you, the position of diaspora? What should the diaspora be doing? Or people who live here, perhaps a second generation, what should they be doing in order to regenerate Africa?
Well, what I think that we should be doing is basically, I think, if they actually have lots of quite extensive experience within the UK or elsewhere in Europe or in America or elsewhere, what I think is like they need to go back to their home country and trying to translate those knowledge that they actually receive here, either in the UK or elsewhere, to the hometown, and basically also duplicate those information to people that will actually enable them to be like a key player to their countries as well. Because if I am very well known here in the UK and I have lots of experience or knowledge, I think it's much better for me to transfer it back home. You know, and because back home we have, like they just said, we have a middle class growing, so therefore the information or the knowledge, actually needs to be there. So that's what we need to do as diaspora, go back to Africa and just help our country grow, because we are basically among those countries, the continents that are actually growing very, very, very fast, whether you like it or not. You know, so I think that's quite important.
I think we like it. We like the fact that Africa is growing.
Yeah.
We like the fact that it's arrived. It's our time.
Absolutely.
And so what would you say to young Africans in London? This is Africans in London TV. What would you say to those young African people in London, you know, who are part of the diaspora, you know, like yourself? What would you say to them? How can they get involved?
Well, my last message to them would be basically trying to get much information about events like this, trying to get people like you to know people like you or someone else. You know what I mean? To basically get involved in the business environment. first of all. You know, because you need to be, first of all, get involved in the business environment in order to know what Africa is all about, and also in order to know what you're going to have to do once you're back there. So I think my message to them would be probably to be as involved as possible in this kind of events in the future.
And with role models like you, I don't think that would be difficult. I think the message has gone out loud and clear.
Thank you very much.
Mamadou, thank you very much for your
pleasure.
interview. And great conference.
Thank you very much.
And congratulations. We hope to be here again next year.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.